Welcome, Scorpio. This is your weekly horoscope reading for March the 27th through April 2nd, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you for all of the positive love, the positive support, the positive energy you send my way each and every day. I truly send it right back to you. Wishing you all joy and happiness. Thank you, truly. Now let's see what the energy is going to be for us this week. Look at that, the sun. Well, that light doesn't come from the sky, it comes from you. You're on fire. You are a magnet for good things to happen in your life. You feel the energy, you feel the vitality, you feel the vibration. You're making a stand for you. You're doing what's right for you. You're taking a step in a positive direction. Absolutely. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles, so it is the slow and steady process. So we can't get too rambunctious there with the sun. We're going to want to climb mountains, and this card is telling us to slow it down. We don't want to burn the candle at both ends. We don't want to wear ourselves out. We want to have a definite plan going forward for our lives and how to implement that plan into our everyday routine so that we are successful, so it is long term, so it's sustainable. We have the King of Swords. I mean, he's been popular this week for everybody. King of Swords is your passion. I mean, this is strong passion. This is, you have to be kind of careful with his energy because he sees the goal and he is going to use that sword if he has to in order to get to that goal. It's almost like we can get blinders on with this energy. We can ruffle feathers, we can step on toes, we can burn bridges without even knowing that we're doing such things because we have such great passion for maybe a career move, maybe it is a relationship move, maybe it is gaining stature in the community, maybe it is growing our health and well-being. But in one way or another, we really need to keep the lines of communication open with the people that we love and to make sure that we don't have the blinders on and we don't see other things happening around us that can come back and bite us by being so centered or so focused on one area of our life alone. The Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords crosses over the Knight of Pentacles. So this really tells me that you've been through the fires. You're going to feel like you're starting to get it together. You're going to start to feel like the harder energy is lifting. The more that you can concentrate, the more you can concentrate on the next step forward and not get ahead of yourself in any way, to slow it down. You can really tap into your higher wisdom in the challenges that you faced before and taking the wisdom from those things, applying them to your path forward so that you are making the right steps, so that your path is straight and narrow going forward. So it's really slowing it down a little bit. And, you might feel that energy lifting and, you get really gung-ho, right? You get really passionate about what you want to do and where you want to go. And it's kind of like you're jumping off the cliff. And I don't think we want to jump off a cliff right now. We want to, if we're going to jump off that cliff, we want to make sure that we're going to land somewhere safe, that we're keeping ourselves out of harm's way, that we're not overdoing it in any way. So it's really about slowing it down so that our steps are pure, that our steps are right. Now, our underlying energy is the Four of Cups, which is our gratitude card. But I think more than anything else is we need to tap into our wisdom, our know-how of what we can do, of what we can accomplish, of our gifts, of our talents, to recognize them in ourselves, to put them to work for us. And even if you think it's something that weighs down your energy or dissipates your energy in some way, take a second look at it, because usually our worst quality is also our best quality. So how do we get that to work in our advantage? If we are pursuing a dream of any sort, pursuing a goal of any sort, and we see that, oh, we procrastinate too much. Well, maybe that procrastination is really thinking it through. And if we're going to procrastinate, then let's sit back and learn more about what we're stepping into. Let's understand the next step clearly. Now you're not procrastinating. Now you are being sensible in making sure that every step is the right step going forward. Being grateful for the tools that you already have to work with, the people in your life that already surround you, by the opportunities that are there for you. We have judgment as our overriding energy. So this is all about having good judgment this week. This is not flighty energy by any stretch of the imagination. This is very grounded energy. And the more that you can ground yourself this week, the more that you can slow it down and take one step at a time, the more success that you are going to feel, which is just going to make you feel like you are walking on air. The more it's going to raise your passion and your desire. So I think you really have to keep it in the conscious. It's not going to be something that is going to be an easy thing for you to do, by grounding yourself, by using good judgment, by not getting caught up in the drama of others or creating your own drama around you, by thinking it through, by getting the right information. Maybe it's research, maybe it's education, maybe it's talking to other people, but gaining the knowledge so that you make the right decisions going forward. So it's slow and steady wins the race for you this week. Absolutely. We have the World card with the Devil. Well, this tells me that you have come full circle. I mean, the Ten of Swords also said that, but you've come full circle. And you are ready to step into new beginnings, new adventures. You are ready to be the phoenix rising out of the ashes. You are ready to dissipate any kind of negative energy around you. And that's exactly what the World card is asking you to do, because nothing is ever cut and dry. That when we have the World card, it says, yes, we've come full circle, but there is never that finish line or that starting line in our paths. That we have to look at what energy is still around us that we don't want to take forward with us. That we can truly feel that vitality, that we can truly step into that new beginning without having that old baggage weigh us down. So be very thoughtful, be very methodical about what you are taking forward with you for energy, whether it's situations, people, or your own thoughts. For work and career, we have the High Priestess. So this is spiritual magic. If you have been affirming that you want to start your own business, or step into a certain job, or get a boost in income, this is the spiritual magic that comes in and helps you, that guides you towards that door, that brings in a gift to help you materialize the things that you want in life, to manifest the things that you want in life. This is dreaming big. Now, obviously, with the other cards, we are not stepping into the dream as much as we are experiencing. Well, we might with the passion there and the energy. We might actually take that step if we see it. But this is more of realizing what we can do, what's in our toolbox. What are our gifts? What are our talents? How can we utilize them effectively, successfully? For love and relationships, we have the Eight of Wands. So for those of you that are dating, there is a lot of opportunities coming to you this week. Some will be great and some won't, but there'll be a lot, and with the Sun as your first card, yeah, you're like a magnet. You're attracting people that want to be around you, that want to spend time with you, that want to love you. If you are in a relationship, you are looking at the new things that can happen in order to grow the relationship. So pay attention to that invite you got in the junk mail, or something in the community happening, or some kind of event, or some kind of organization that you can join, or something that you can do together to really grow your strength. within the relationship. There's going to be opportunities for you to actually open up those doors to new opportunities within the relationship, to grow the relationship, to make it stronger. For your spirituality, we have the Two of Wands. And so you are being, probably, you feel like you are being drawn into a certain sense of spirituality. Maybe you are being drawn towards tarot or astrology or palm reading or tea leaf reading, or maybe it's going to a place of worship or an organization or a group of people that get together. But you are being drawn in these directions for a reason, so pay attention to it and explore it. See what it brings you. Maybe it'll bring you the knowledge that it really doesn't fit with who you are, and maybe it'll bring the knowledge of you didn't know that, and wow, what an enlightening experience. This could be yoga. It could be just walks. It could be just having those talks with God, your angels, your spirit guides, source, the universe, on a regular basis, being drawn to their presence. For health, well-being, we have the Three of Pentacles, so anything worth doing is worth doing well. Giving it our energy, being self-disciplined, having the perseverance, knowing that if we fell off the wagon one day, that we can start every day fresh and new and give it our best try again. Okay, we hold the paintbrush to our tomorrow. So how do you want your health and well-being to look like? Do you want it balanced? Do you want to be eating more nutritiously, or getting a little bit more sleep, or getting rid of the chaos in your life or the clutter in your life in order to feel the space that's around you, to open up the space that's around you? It could be diet, it could be exercise. Where do you need to step forward with your health, your well-being? And know that if you instill a plan now, that it is going to be in for the long haul. It's going to be work. It's going to be, how many years did it take you to get to this point? So don't expect miracles in a day when it comes to your health and well-being, but know that every single day that there is improvement, even if you don't see it. So it's making that commitment to yourself, and it's imagining the beauty that can be in your life, the vitality that can be in your life by taking care of you first. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.